So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Giants nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Wilson on the keeper.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike 5-4.
Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Switch. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Jones pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Jim, let's go double count right here. Double count. Check.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Jason Myers for the extra.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Corey Valentine on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every...
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Carson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
On the carry.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
For the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the...
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the 29, Jones to Barkley on the check down. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Giants.
Jones.
Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is DJ Reed returning. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25.
What a play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Brought down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, check. Lucky.
From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now. It's Carson. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one goes for 8 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
43-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Max 50. Max 50.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. And this one too low.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Mike 29. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Alert 3. Alert 3. Hey. Check. Hey, easy. Check.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got nothing in there.
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Three buzz.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
20-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So he missed his first couple hits there and puts his team up by more.
And while it wasn't absolutely crucial at that point, how great is that for his confidence to finally put one through the post?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones caught right side, Tate. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Golden Tate with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Here's Reed returning. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. O'Shane Zimenez. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson rolling to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, on the bright side, you still have the good-sized lead, but this has to be troubling. His third miss of the game.
Well, fortunately, they haven't really needed him thus far. But he's an important part of what they're trying to do, so they definitely need to get him back on track.
Here's Jones on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
33. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Come on, that. 15. Check 15.
Here's Carson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez.
The Seahawks on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Wilson flushed out right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Penny will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down by Blake.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On second down, it's Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 38, Giants 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Target, 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 target. Seven Pirates. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
From the gun, Jones. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike 50. We own them. We own them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 45, Giants 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Seahawks 45, Giants 20. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Logan Ryan on the...
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Carson. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score, Seahawks.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.